I just had guts, and I was extremely hungry.
Tell him about the first audition.
Should I use that one?
Yeah.
All right. We were reminiscing a little bit, just beforehand, and what happened was I was very, very scared, frankly, because the character was written as somebody much, much bigger than myself, much more physically imposing. I mean, he was fucking Ajax. He was enormous, and I got to go in on it. As every other young male actor in New York City got to go in. There must have been 1,500 guys you saw, and they were at this big conference table, 20 feet long, 5-6 feet wide, and Walter was sitting here, and casting director was sitting there, a guy named Jeremy Ritzer, and Frank and Larry were down there, and so they gave me the scene for with the bench with Mercedes Rule, where Ajax is handcuffed in the park, and I needed somehow to anchor myself, and so I grabbed a hold of that thing because I was very nervous too, and I just grabbed a hold of it. That's how I was handcuffed, and I just started saying the lines and throwing the paper all over the place and getting angrier and angrier, and you don't want to mess with me type of thing. And I just looked out of the corner of my eye, and there's Walter Hill sitting back, and he's. Through a lens, and I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm getting close here. I threw the papers and I lifted the table up.
About a 500-pound table.
It was like the mother lifting the car off her. I don't know where it came from. I never trained for it, and water went over and
I have to keep the tradition going. I had to break in their office.
Please don't.
To get
Hang on, wait your turn.
Cropsey.
That's Cropsey.
Yeah.
You'll get yours, Joel.
I got mine ready.
And so I left. I was embarrassed. I thought I'd really made a fool of myself. I left all the pages that were scattered on the floor. I walked with my head down out to the elevator, and this guy, Jeremy Ritzer, the cashier, comes running out around to me. He says, James. And I said, what? He says, don't cut your hair. And I got on, and I knew that I'd got the part.
Yeah. Woo! Yeah.
Tell one little tiny story, then I don't want to say anything else, but 10 years later, I was making a movie with Mickey Rourke in New Orleans, and we were outside, we were in the French Quarter, and I was sitting there outside trying to figure out a shot or something, and a guy kind of jumps over the little ropes that they keep, and he came over to me and he said, "Hey man, you made the Warriors, right?" Yeah. And I said, "Well, yeah. He said, "Oh, I love that. That's a great effing movie." And this, he said, and then he said, "You guys made one big mistake, though." What? And he said, "Ajax should have gotten all the way home."
Yeah.
I'm not giving you, I know most of you already know the movie. And I said to him, out of the mouth of fools quite often, he was right. He was right. If I hate that, what would you do to change? You don't look back, keep going forward. But if I had one thing I could change, it would be that Ajax got his way out of there and got home with the others.
Yeah.
Let me say this.
There was, by the way, somebody on the set that told us that.
With respect to this being, with respect to this whole thing being, yeah, I told him that. With respect to this being mythical in the Greek mythological origins of it, let's just say that this has been an odyssey. This movie was made 30 plus years ago, and Ajax is home, Walter.
Yeah.